Why has Guinea President Alpha Conde been ousted by his military head? Guinea Corp special forces have ousted President Alpha Conde and taken over the country in a coup. What is happening and who is Mamady Doumbouya, the country's military head? How has the world responded? Kenya Special Forces Sunday ousted President Alpha Condé, taking over the country in a coup. Soon after, Lieutenant Colonel Mamady Doumbouya, who heads the Special Forces, appeared in a press conference with the West African country's flag on his shoulders and announced the dissolution of the government and other institutions and called for rewriting the constitution, Reuters reported. What is happening in Guinea? According to news report, a few hours before the military takeover on Sunday, heavy gunfire and explosions were heard near the presidential palace in the country's capital, Conakry. President Condé, who has been in power for just over a decade, has now been incarcerated by the military. In a video that went viral on social media, Condé has been wearing jeans and a disheveled shirt. Military head Doumbouya, the New York Times reporter, told the press conference, "We are no longer going to entrust politics to one man. We are going to entrust it to the people. We come only for that." He added that it was a soldier's duty to save a country. Doumbouya, promising the formation of a new government, assured that there would be no witch hunt of the former government officials, asking the former ministers and president's security personnel to cooperate with the military. It was announced that any failure would be considered a rebellion. Citing reasons for the coup, Doumbouya said mismanagement, corruption and bad governance has been persisting in Condé's government and this coup had been done for the people. Speaking to France 24 on Monday, Doumbouya said, "We are here to allow Guineans to live together and for all of us to enjoy the benefits of this country. That is our objective. We are not here to play games. We are here to learn from mistakes." He said the army was there to help build the country and end the misery of Guinean people. Doumbouya said Condé was in a safe place and had seen a doctor. Who is Mamady Doumbouya? Mamady Doumbouya is a 41-year-old former French legionnaire who graduated from École de Guerre War College in Paris. Doumbouya hails from Guinea's Kankan region and is from Malikan community, according to BBC. According to Refer, a French news network, Doumbouya had a 15-year-long military career with the Foreign Legion and has served in Côte d'Ivoire, Djibouti and Central African Republic, Afghanistan, Israel, Senegal, Gabon and Guinea. Doumbouya was recruited by Condé to return to Guinea in 2018 and head the then newly created Special Forces Group SFG, whose aim was to fight terrorism and piracy. How long has President Alpha Condé been governing? Alpha Condé was Guinea's first democratically elected president. He was elected in 2010 when democratic elections took place in the country for the first time after Guinea gained independence from France in 1958. The country, until Condé's multi-party democracy win, was ruled by authoritarian presidents. Hence, Condé's win was seen as a savior for Guineans from rampant poverty. Condé had been barely escaped an assassination attack in 2011 when gunmen opened fire on his house. In 2015, Condé was re-elected with 58% out of 4 million votes, but opposition leader Silio Dalian Diallo had refused to recognize the result and had claimed that the election result was rigged. In March 2020, Condé decided to defy the constitution and amend the constitution two-time limit of a president being allowed to stand for an election and announced that he would stand for an election for the third time. This move was criticized by many citizens and the opposition too. Condé's third term led to a series of widespread protests in the country. Amnesty International had said at least 50 people had died and 200 had been severely injured in the clashes between protesters and the people. How has the world responded to the coup? While many people in Guinea took to the streets to express their joy over the detention of the president, many also feared a repetition of the history of authoritarian rule. African Union condemned the detention of President Condé and had said in a statement, the current president of the African Union, H.E. Felix Tshisekedi, and chairman of the African Union Commission, H.E. Moussa Faki Mohammed, condemn any seizure of power by force and call for immediate release of President Alpha Conde. They invite the Peace and Security Council of the African Union to meet urgently to examine the new situation in Guinea and to take the appropriate measures in the circumstances. The West African region bloc known as ECOWAS, condemning the act, also requested the immediate release of the president and threatened to impose sanctions. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres tweeted on Sunday, "I am personally following the situation in Guinea very closely. I strongly condemn any takeover of the government by force of the gun and call for immediate release of President Alpha Condé." The US Department of State released a statement, "Violence and any extra constitutional measures will only erode Guinea's prospect for peace, stability and prosperity. These actions could limit the ability of the United States and Guinea's other international partners to support the country as it navigates a path towards national unity and a brighter future for the Guinean people. Urging to stop the violence and support the constitution by standing by the law," the statement added, "We reiterate our encouragement of a process of national dialogue to address concerns sustainably and transparently to enable a peaceful and democratic way forward for Guinea to release its full potential." Thank you.